All right, I got a ton of stuff on my table. Get my water out of the way here maybe. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been just a minute. I took a really important exam, but I think it went super well, so definitely worth a little bit of a hiatus. But I am back now and I'm really excited to do my nails because this is what we're working with today. I haven't done my nails in probably 2 months now, and they are crusty. Yeah, last time I did a video, I tested out the Mia Secret acrylic starter kit. But yeah, that was the first time I've really done acrylic nails. And today I'm thinking we'll make it the second time. I picked up some extra brushes. I also got a couple of these McCart Pro cover acrylics, which I think are super cute. But then for the design later, make sure you stick around. I got some goodies in the mail that we're gonna be checking out and maybe doing a little bit of a design with. Let's get some nails on. So I'm gonna start by prepping these crusty, dusty nails. I'm gonna take this super chipped nail polish off and we'll start with a clean slate. All right, we got these prepped and my drill is about to die because I haven't charged it in like 4 months. So I'm gonna charge that and then I'm gonna get all set up to do some acrylic here. I'm gonna do like these half cover soft gel tips as like my tips on my nails. Like anytime you put product on top of a tip, it's gonna make it look a little bit bulkier. So I went with the coffin, and the finish shape I'm hoping is gonna be something around a square. So yeah, and I really kind of hate nail glue. I feel like it just takes forever and then it doesn't actually give you like a very strong bond. Plus, I absolutely hate the like sticky, crusty stuff that it makes if it gets on your skin. Everything about it, I hate it. I'm gonna avoid it if I can. So we're using soft gel tips today as our tips. So I have the Apres system, so I'm just using that stuff for this. And I'm just gonna go in with that on the very tips of my nail. So I recently learned that if you touch primer to your skin, you can actually, like all the places that the primer is wet on your nail, like it draws oil from your skin onto your nail bed. So like it's terrible to get it on your skin, I think, because of the chemicals. But then also like if you get it on your skin, it's gonna draw your oils back on your nail. So, all right, so I'm gonna do that one. And I'm not going in with a base coat or nothing here. I'm just putting some gel on my nail. And then I'm gonna put the tip on. I've got my lamp kind of hanging over the edge of my desk so I can get it in there. All right, there's that hand. Pretty decent. I'll shape these up a little bit, maybe cut them a little bit shorter too, but not bad. This feels so nice to have a little bit of length after having little nubs this whole time I've been studying. Oh, it's almost like a reward.
It's like a reward.
And then I'm just gonna do the same thing. All right, they are all on. So next up is take my file and blend these in a little bit. Hey guys, I switched up the angle on you. I think I like this view a little bit better. You can see all my polishes and stuff. So we're gonna try this out the rest of the video. I was debating if I wanted to use, I've got this like cover pink and a cover beige, and then also this like lavender, like it's like a pinky shimmer color. I think I'm gonna do this one because I just like it the most. So, and I'm also gonna try out bigger one, this number 14. I've seen a lot of people using the bigger brushes and they say it's actually kind of easier to work with. So I'm gonna try that out, see if there's any truth to it. I'm gonna get my monomer out of the bag, and it immediately smells before I even open it. So I've got like a little pipette that's that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to make a little tiny hole because this stuff kind of stinks. And then maybe it'll keep the odor down a little bit. So I'm going to get some of that out. Fill my little dish. I'm going to go in with a different set of like priming stuff. So I have that Prep and Bond from the Mia Secret. I think I'm just gonna use the dehydrator, and then I'm gonna use this Young Nails protein bond that I got a while ago. I actually got this a long time ago while I was doing like Gel X still for most of my stuff, like knockoff brand Gel X. And I didn't realize that you should match your primer to your product. So Young Nails I think is mostly for acrylic, so I ended up not using it. So I've had it probably for longer than the 12 months it says it's good for, but it looks fine still, so I'm gonna use it. All right, so I'm just gonna go in with that Prep. So I actually think I'm gonna start with my right hand and just get that out of the way so I don't have to dread it the entire time I'm working on my other hand. So, and I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. The glitters go everywhere. Oh, this is such a beautiful powder though. Now I'm second guessing. Do I want to do a glitter? Because the glitter is gonna get in my brush and get everywhere. So, you know, I did say I was gonna do this lavender one, but I changed my mind. I'm gonna try doing like the white. Let's see if I can get most of this glitter off of me. Oh my gosh. All right, so this one's called White Rose. So I'm gonna swatch this. Oh, the monomer melted my brush. Oh no. Oh. Well, it got hard again real quick. So yeah, if you're using these brushes, the monomer will melt them. So be careful. I'm gonna do a swatch. Kind of purpley, I think, because of the monomer. Interesting. And this one's just like a cover pink, like a nude. Yeah, that one turned really purple actually. So I kind of wanted the other one because it is purple. So I think it's gonna work out. I'm gonna be here all night if I keep yapping. So I'm gonna start putting this stuff on my nails here. I'll go in with my middle finger first. A little bit of a dry bead. Let that set for a second on the brush. Tap it in a little bit. And I am relying on the fact that I'm probably gonna file this a lot, so I'm not trying to do this second time here ever doing acrylic. I'm not trying to do like a 1 bead method, 2 bead method, anything. I'm just trying to get, can I get this on my nails kind of method, so. Maybe another little bead for around the cuticle. I do love this color though, it is so milky. Yeah, I'm happy I'm doing my right hand that I can just get all my struggle out of the way right off the bat. I am really liking this bigger brush though. I think it's making it so much easier to make that nice and flush. Okay, look at that application. I think I am getting a little bit better. All right, rest of these, that is 1 nail out of 5, and that just took me like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do the rest of these, and hopefully it's a little bit faster, but either way, I'm getting the struggle out of the way right away. All right, that's looking a lot better. So I'm kind of like pushing it into the cuticle area and then going back in and kind of trying to really like melt it into my nail. Like I'm pushing up and then I'm going back in and then pulling downwards. That's weird. All right, I think I'm a little haunted. If the ghost could let me finish my set, that'd be great. I just got these new lights. Like my other ones are full soft boxes and they are absolutely massive. The reviews said that they do flash a little bit sometimes, so that sucks. Fingers crossed if I just turn them down a little bit. Maybe it's just they're drawing too much power, I don't know. All right, that one looks okay. If you are a nail tech and you see me doing something completely terribly wrong, which is probably, you're probably screaming right now seeing that I flooded my cuticle again. But yeah, if I'm doing something absolutely terribly wrong, let me know. I learned so much from like all the nail techs on like TikTok and stuff. Yeah, I've said it before, I listened to Amber the Nail Whisperer quite a bit. Some of her TikToks come across a little, and people are not shy in her comments about telling her that like they come across, I don't know, what's the word for it? A little full of herself, I guess. I don't know. I know we're just all out here trying to put on some sort of persona and whatever. I mean, it's the internet. Like it's not real life. So, but she has a lot of really good like educational content. I've really appreciated all the content that she's put out about, you know, nail safety, about different brands she'll call out. Like, she's not afraid to call out brands because, like, she's called out Jello for like their peel off base thing. I maybe a little sus that you can just take it off with oil. Maybe there's some things we don't know about that product. That and like BT Art Box, I think she's called out. Yeah, so I just trust her content, no matter how she comes across. But all right, let's use gravity to my advantage here. Oh, that has got a huge divot in it. Whoops. All right, a little bit more acrylic, I guess. All right, that is the lumpiest pinky you've ever seen, but some of these turned out pretty good though. Look at that pointer. All right, left hand. And we are at 47 minutes so far for this application. Really curious how much faster it takes me to do my left hand. We have neighborhood turkeys, if you prefer my dog. He does not like them. You tell him, Bobby. All right, so even with little doggy barking at some turkeys in the neighbor's front yard, we're at 22 minutes to do my left hand, so right about half. So I'm gonna clean my brush up, and then I will file these babies. They are looking way more purple than I expected, for sure. That monomer is a really, really purple color. So it might be made for more like if you're using cover, that's gonna be less sheer than like a white, but oh well. Start filing these babies. Yeah, my iPad died again. I forgot to charge it after I was filming. I actually film a lot of my yard work stuff with the hope of someday being able to edit it, but hasn't worked out very well so far. But I have the footage, so maybe someday. Again, I'll link that my other channel if you guys want to follow it at all. There's not much there, but it's going to be a lot of home improvement stuff eventually. So I'm trying to get kind of like a flat top on it with the file. I feel like square, just kind of like you get the little apex and then it's supposed to go like pretty much straight out. So that's what I'm trying to do. Got that pretty well with the thumb, I think. Make sure we look at it this way too. It's pretty even, maybe a little bit big on this side, but it's a lot easier to see actually on the camera. I'm actually gonna bust out the drill and get down these like extra little bits here, because they make it a little bit hard to see what is actually bulky or not if I got this extra acrylic hanging out on the bottom. All right, I have had terrible luck with technology today. All right, I think I'm a little haunted. If it's these two things blinking or both of my devices dying, hopefully we've just got the design left, so hopefully everything can hold on for just a little bit longer. I off camera buffed these guys a little bit and they're looking cute. I actually think they look way less purple outside of the studio lights. Yeah, still pretty purple, not sad about it. I really like lavender, so it's going to be a nice base for our cute little design that we're going to do. Maniology sent me another little box, so they now have a subscription box that you can get every month. Oh, and if you want to get a box, use code Sabrina for 10% off. Helps me out. They sometimes run better sales than the 10% off, like occasionally. Yeah, if you don't want to wait for that, just use the code Sabrina. But otherwise, if you use my links, I also do get a little bit of a benefit from that if you want to do the better sale. Yeah, so I actually did the unboxing video in a separate video, so I will link that up here in the top right. So check that out if you guys want to see it. Here I'm just putting a matte top on my nails to be a decent base for the design I'm going to be doing. So yeah, check that video out. I'll link it up here, the full Maniology unboxing video. Yeah, I really like doing these acrylics. They lasted a really long time and I didn't hate the color. It actually kind of faded over time and got a little bit less purple. It did get closer to more of that white rose is the color I put on here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.